Oke guys, kita lanjut di game yang kedua dari kualifikasi NACT untuk masuk ke MSC nanti antara tim BTK Mobazane melawan tim Bloodhount. Dan di sini kita lihat BTK sudah memakai Ruby, Tigreal dan Faramis guys ya. Langsung aja kita tonton, let's go. Apakah ada strategi baru lagi? Sementara belah sana ada Fredin, seperti biasa hypernya, ada Clean, ada Vexana. Waduh, di dua combo ya guys ya. Yang combo yang ayam males banget nih, ada Vexana dan Minotaur. Hyper Natan. Hyper Natan guys. Dan basic memakai Ruby Goldline. Sama lagi kayak kita di meta Indonesia guys ya, Ruby Goldline. Wow.
Goldline, Ruby, Jungle Natan.
Natan hyper. Fix Natan Mobazane Natan. Depan-depannya kuat semua ya guys ya. Ada Ruby, Terisla, ada Tigreal dan support dari Netherlands-nya Faramis ulti. Mid game kalau masih bisa bertahan, Nathan ngerontokin semua ini tank-tanknya. Wah, ini bisa diikutin nih sama Indonesia nih. Jadi bagus juga strateginya. Akan hyper.
This is also something that we have kind of seen the possibilities of. Is it super viable? I don't know, but what a better time to test it out, right?
Well, I mean, I've always been like, if your entire team is on the same note and you execute it properly, you can make even a failing plan work. That kind of boils down to that old school 1-3-1 strategy where you use the jungler,
get hit ya, bagus juga walaupun ada meta yang aduh dibilang greedy juga ya, bisa jadi hambatan juga ini Vexana sama Minotaur. Tergantung juga roamernya dari Cold War itu, dari Tigreal. Kalau dia bisa handle, kayaknya menang gitu. Kayaknya ya, tergantung early-nya nih.
Decent pick. It's not something we see all the time, but it can be solid, especially against the TERIMAKASIH. It doesn't like super falter against it. Taking a look at some of the emblems. Nothing too out of the ordinary, honestly. The Wilderness Blessing for Nicolette and Cold World, keep them moving. Quantum Charge for Nicolette as well, just help increase that movement speed even more. And I think for the side of BTK, nothing too crazy probably in this early phase. Wait for Mobazane to hit level 4, maybe even a little bit longer, maybe 6, 7. That's when we're gonna start seeing a real power spike happen. On the side of Bloodhounds, I kind of want to see him like get aggressive. You have the Fredrin. I think you can maybe push in. You can maybe try to, you know, push in onto Mobazane in this early phase and take the advantage.
Well, the problem's going to be for if BTK engages, is the Bloodhound's going to get lured in to the bait of trying to take down the front line. You can already see Mobazane. This is the type of damage you're going to be dealing with if you leave it unchecked. And that's what they're going to be looking to do. Bloodthirsty Kings are going to try to use that front line. Yellow's going to try to get that penalty zone. They're going to try to keep that front while Mobazane just chunks them down from the back. It's going to be a big read for Bloodhounds. If they can catch that and be able to close the distance on it.
Susah nih.
Alright, so, and when we watch BTK approach these team fights, as you said, it's like Mobazane staying in the back, honestly, maybe even the middle, and they're going to be giving it's very similar to like funnel strap back in the day, right? Like give Mobazane a bunch of gold, let him farm, and everyone just kind of closing around him. They have essentially 3 tanks.
Susah
I
sih.
know 2 of them are fighters.
Bisa nggak nih Mobazane itu? Penalty zone. Oh, nggak dapet, susah. Oke. Udah ulti semua. Vexana ulti, Mobazane ulti, first blood dari easy. Mobazane kabur, ingin Fury nggak kena. Wih, dikit-dikit semua. Wah,
disengage.
Waduh, sayang
Okay, so
sekali.
BTK does have to understand
Karena juga
that if they're
Natannya
going to go
udah
for this composition,
mau
they got to
mati
take it slow.
Mobazane.
Zane's damage is not going to be there until about, until at least a
Ruby
full item is
Goldline.
left in, maybe even two. And they have a composition to slow play this. They have a
Push.
composition to slow pace this. And they might feel a little gutsy because they're up against Bloodhounds and they just 22-1 them in the last game. But if they want to make this composition work and possibly, hold it in the pocket for future strategies, they got to take this game slow.
Well, if that and they're going to have to be the synergy on a basic... Did you just use the I'm offended on a minion?
Clear way, baby.
Well, it's also going to come down to the rotation of the CC.
Mau ketarik dong.
Going to find Uga Booga here in a little bad way between two members, pulls them back, and it looks like nice implosion from Gogo.
Kan?
Going to push them to the center,
Baru
and Uga Booga goes down.
bilang.
Nicolette finding the kill there. Nether Realm is out, and BTK giving chase to
Kalau dapat entropi ya, entropi kan. Apa namanya ulti?
Mobazane already going to push in. He's already cleared out his
Skillnya
jungle.
dulu
Gets a
paling.
little bit of one little tap on the gold plating. So Bloodthirsty Kings quickly find an answer there.
Flicker hampir, kalau nggak mati tuh.
Easy peasy being aggressive. Bloodhounds on the other hand, I think
Waduh,
they need to
gerobaknya.
know that they won that fight much
Masih dapat
earlier.
gerobakannya.
They have like if they group up and take a big fight, they honestly have the advantage. Like they
Kuat juga
have
ya.
they have the power
Bloodhound-nya.
spike for these first several minutes. And I know it's kind of scary. You're up against BTK, but this is their chance to
kelihatan.
really kind of buckle down. Doesn't matter what you think, like Mobazane's not outputting crazy damage just yet. To whereas easy peasy
Damage-nya masih
is
belum
at level 7.
bisa. Ini Fury kena Mobazane-nya. Sakit banget damage-nya. Clean datang juga. Oke lah, free turtle ya berarti untuk Bloodhound.
That's what they need to do, and they just need to
Mobazane
continue on that
kabur.
roll as much as they can. If they want to get this win, make BTK
Masih early,
like
masih
push
belum
them
bisa
behind. They want to
ngapa-ngapain.
get to mid to late game, and Bloodhounds needs to stop that as fast as possible.
Well, the issue that's going to come
Iya, apa
here
nih?
is you're getting the kills, you're getting these
Oh,
objectives in the
beli
name of the
itu
turtle and
ya.
stuff. But we're going to need to start transitioning these into towers if you want to have an advantage.
Kayak kayak
Kills
dulu
and
deh.
the Lord or kills and the turtle don't mean much if you're not opening up the map to
Ini
give
dia
yourself
langsung
an
nih kalau
advantage,
itu pinter
especially
banget
because
ya.
I want to say Mobazane, the
Untuk
later
tuh
this
heal
game
up
goes,
kedorong.
the harder it's going to be for the Bloodhound. You see
Mati
Uga
dong,
Booga
flicker
getting
nggak
popped
ada.
up, they're going to get bursted
Ini,
down by Mobazane
astaga.
because
Wih,
trying to
meledak.
finish that as Yellow's passive there does
Oke,
the
Shadow
job.
Heaven dulu.
Yeah, the bleed is vicious right there. But I think you're completely right. Bloodhounds,
Sayang
they were able to get those
banget pakai
kills, but you
ulti
don't see
efek
them
sananya.
take those angles onto the tier 3s like you see some other teams do.
Sayang.
Where you cut lane,
Lalu ke
and you
trigger ya,
take out the
resource
tower. And
skill
when
gitu
they have a
sayang.
1,000 gold lead, that's exactly what they should be doing. They should be coming down to bottom side, pushing in, waiting for the wave to come, doing the same thing to top side, moving around the map as a unit. And I
Si
feel like
Halbert
they're very
juga.
split up
Tadi
right
sudah
now,
ada
trying
NOD
to
si
protect
Halbert.
their members
Lifesteal
instead of trying
apa?
to take
Nambah
down
darahnya sih
towers.
akan
BTK
nggak terlalu
still just trying to
pengaruh
farm
banyak
Mobazane,
nanti nih
taking his
Minotaur.
own farm, taking mid lane, just pure funnel strat.
Yeah, basically it's just everybody is feeding Zane right now. Now we're going to have a little bit of action possibly here at the bottom.
Nambah lagi darahnya.
Kind of safe at their tower. Yeah, it does look like it. BTK just doing a good job of finding enemy jungle after they clear out theirs.
I just imagine all of BTK spoon feeding Mobazane right now. Here comes the airplane. Here comes the mid lane. And it's true. And I mean, it's definitely, the idea is solid. But it's not meta right now for a reason.
Basicnya
Bloodhounds
skill
have a good
nambah darah.
composition. They should
Pakai yang
be
ketiga
able to pull
berhasil
this
dapetin nama
off.
Mobazane.
If they can get this other turtle, it could get them
Damage
to a
sih
point
sudah
where maybe they
lumayan
can,
ya.
capitalize off of that. BTK doesn't want to let it happen.
Apalagi ke Fredrin MM kan jatuhnya. Oh, dapet kan bener. Penalti zone dari Milo bagus juga. Kesana ulti, Nicole-nya ulti, Faramisnya. Basic. Buset. Flicker. GG lah basic. Hampir mati. Nggak jadi balik basicnya. Mengejar gerobaknya. Ops, mantap. Oh, Minion Fury. Implosion versus Minion Fury. Implosion.
Gotta be careful for those, and BTK moving as a unit. Zane feels comfortable as long as he has the entropy. He can kind of get away from any plays that try to come in onto him, so he can kind of move by himself freely here and there. Bloodhounds do take that middle tower. Let's take a look at some of the items. Sleep is holding a nice gold lead, and he's going to be another possibility. He hasn't taken a death yet. He is taking some slower build routes. He goes for the Thunder Belt, able to kind of work with his passive a little bit. Next is going to be Endless Battle. He does pick up that mallet to get a little bit of penetration to kind of help with the damage a bit in these early stages.
Gak ada siapa juga Natan.
in a bad way, gets taken down by Mobazane. That's going to put this to a 4-3
Dua
lead
lawan
for
satu.
Bloodthirsty Kings. Basic gets caught
Masih
entering
selamat.
a bush.
Ruby-nya
Looking
masih
to try to
selamat.
create some space here. Sleep putting on the damage while Uga Buga trying to create that
masih
CC,
selamat.
and
Aduh.
Basic still gets
Mati
the
dong
win.
Mas Kisat.
Roscoe is in the bush.
Sama ultinya Teksa.
Eternal Guardian.
Oke,
All that work
Mobazane
done
beli
by Basic
Starlium.
ruined by an Eternal Guardian by Boca Roscoe.
Eternal Guard
He should
dari
have just gone back
Vexana.
to base, man. He should have just gone. He's like, I'm gonna get a little bit of lifesteal off this camp, and there's Boca. Picks it up. They needed that.
Karena mau dia
They
ngambil
definitely
lifesteal-nya
needed
ya,
that, but
nambah
Bloodhounds
darah.
are starting to take some towers. They've broken down the bot side. They've broken down the mid side. BTK still yet to really find a stride. They're 600
Masih
gold
berusaha
behind right
ini ya,
now.
BTK nih.
First Lord is
MM,
up.
jungler
But
MM.
Mobazane is deathless. He's been just free
Butuh waktu
farming for a
sedikit.
while now. I'm waiting for that moment to happen.
Untung aja
when he
nggak
just
terlalu
starts
jauh
shredding.
ini. Kalau jauh susah balikinnya.
And that's going to come down, especially when it
Lama
comes down
lagi.
to lining up the CC from Cold World,
gila,
from
Natan.
Basic, for them to be able to
Bikin
kind
Lord
of like
cepet banget ya.
interchangeably have that CC out there so that they're pretty much put into a coma, which will allow Mobazane to kind of like work his magic. A little bit of a conceal play as they move into that side bush. Uga Buga gets caught there, and their Cold World
Didorong,
finds himself
mati dong.
in
Oh, heal free.
That might be it. Oh,
Oh,
nice
team fight.
pop up
Oh,
there.
Netherlands
Neglect
mati juga.
with the kill on
Tigre.
there. Netherrealm is out, but they're still
Kengen,
getting chucked out
Stamusnya,
very
penalty
low.
zone, Milo.
Another pop-up on to Bloodhounds, and
Milo
able to penalty zone
flicker.
from Yellow, who's gonna use that flicker to
Wah,
get
flicker
himself
juga dia,
away.
Vexananya.
Oh, catches
Tapi nggak
himself
dapet.
a frighten from Boca
Oke, mau
Roscoe.
dicoba sama Mobazane juga.
Oh,
Mati dong ini tambusnya.
Ramses finds him and gets chucked
Gila,
down by
instant kill, guys.
Mobazane. Boca Roscoe gets annihilated by
Wah,
Nicolette,
bisa.
and
Siapa
easy
dapat nih?
peasy, no longer
Pasal
able to
13,
sit
12.
on this. Lord
Retri,
is gonna
pesen
have to
nama
back up.
Mobazane ya.
And now Mobazane,
Sambil nyari
he
darah,
doesn't care that he's got
entropi.
20% HP. He's going for this. He's gonna put around
Buset,
it.
cepet banget
Yeah, and
lordnya.
unfortunately for the side of Bloodhound, they got backed up. They
Malefic
were
Roar.
kind of, I mean, there was a lot of action
Basic.
happening around them. Easy
Ruby.
Peasy was trying to focus on that Lord. Unfortunately for him,
tertarik.
that, Uga Buga in trouble here. You're gonna get back
Tarik
up.
lagi sama
Time
Faramis.
defense,
Minion
back
Fury.
again. Sleep's trying to put on the damage of pop-up lands on the Cold World, and Easy
Wah,
Peasy finds the kill there.
Minotaurnya
Basic,
nggak
the next
mati
one on the
malah.
chopping block is gonna use the flicker to get himself away.
Tigre.
Right, so now BTK takes the lead. The clock is now ticking, right? Bloodhounds have kind of lost some of that early game opportunity, and BTK is capitalizing. We've passed the 10-minute mark. Mobazane's going to start feeling better and better as more and more items start locking in for him. He's still deathless. He's
Mobazane akan
been playing
menambah
well on this. Able to
item-item
zone
lagi.
back. Let's see. He's got the feather. He's
mundur
got
si
the
penalty zone.
he's got crystal. He's got
Gila,
3
sakit
items
banget.
locking in. We're starting to see it happen.
Aduh, hampir.
Sleep's able to just narrowly get himself
gila,
away. Easy
Freddy
peasy in
nya tuh.
trouble. Between 4 members of BTK, trying to Netherrealm is out. Here
Sakit.
come the rest of a Bloodhound.
Dicari.
Ramses locks on. Is he
Freddy
able to
nya.
do enough damage? Lord goes down in the back line. You can see Ramses
Minotaurnya
trying
nggak
to
ada
lock
ulti,
on the
Mobazane.
Mobazane using that entropy
Masa
to
mau
create
dideketin
distance, and Ramses gets
melee versus
bursted
range,
down
ya
to
kalah lah.
dust.
Ramses keeps trying to come in on Mobazane, and he is just pushing him back, kiting, able to play it very well. BTK not letting up at all. Bloodhounds, I don't think they're completely out of this if it just comes into terms of composition. They still have huge combo potential. Sleep's still
dapet.
completely deathless. He just needs to find a good position. But
Penalty
wait,
zone-nya nggak dapet.
Yeah, Boca Roscoe gets taken down. Same with Uga. Uga gets
Rata.
taken down
Wah,
for
Sudon
Bloodhounds.
Mobazane, tapi
Mobazane
juga
gets taken down
mati.
by
Sudon
Easy
juga
Peasy.
easy peasy.
And Basic finds a kill on the Easy Peasy. That is a 3 down for Bloodhounds.
yeah, 3 down for
Lebih
Bloodhounds, 1
melawan ya
down for
Bloodhounds
BTK.
di game kedua.
BTK doesn't even care. It's like, fine,
Counter-Strike.
Mobazane's not
Oke,
here. We
Mobazane
still have
udah
some
beli
damage to output. We can
Ivan
still
Glaive-nya.
push in onto these
Ini
towers. They're
mah
still trying to make it
damage
a quick
Natan udah
night.
nggak main-main nih guys.
Yeah, and the one thing though that I kind of want to say is just
Sakit.
that while the Bloodhounds is losing, I want to say this is just a more put together composition, and I feel like while like BTK is kind of dominating right now, they're just having a better success. They're able to trade better. They're able to find kills on some Mobazane. They're able to just kind of speaking on when you kind of keep your picks grounded in the meta, and they're having just a little bit more success with it.
And we also see Bloodhounds like getting some kills here, and even like the small mistake from Mobazane in that last replay. He entropies a little bit too far to the inside. Easy peasy finds the angle, gets the kill. So like, we know that BTK does bleed, right? Bloodhounds knows that. They just need to get the right play off. They're not out of this. They have huge set potential with their team. They just need to be careful for those implosions from Cold World. Make sure Sleep's at a good angle, and Ooga Booga needs to try to get a big flicker Minoan's Fury. And I mean, I know it sounds like a lot of boxes to check, but it's not impossible with the team that they have.
Yeah, and it's created. Those successes are created by the fact that they have a composition that really shines with them. They have the CC, they have the front line, they have the damage coming out. So they are creating those boxes. Unfortunately, I mean, you're kind of a little bit behind, half health on it. Easy peasy CZ. He's looking for an opportunity to kind of dive in there. You see Cole with BTK there at that little L bush through the mid, and that's another drag out. They really want to fight here, BTK. They're definitely trying to bait out something from the Bloodhounds.
Kamus dulu sih kayaknya nih diincar nih. Mana? Oh, ganti zone. Dapat. Mati MM-nya. Itu banget pentingnya Mobazane. Gak bisa kena skill 2 sama 2 orang. Double kill Mobazane. Triple kill gak? Diambil call ward-nya. Ini ngapain ini? Nggak bisa kemana-mana guys, udah sendirian. Udah end itu temen-temen Mobazane-nya. Mati nih, udah kebakar. Nice try. End Indonesia. 6, 5, 4, 3. End duluan sih sepertinya. Entropy. Nggak bisa guys. GG Mobazane. GG timnya BTK. Oke guys, selamat untuk tim BTK Mobazane yang menang atas tim Bloodhount dengan meta yang baru ayah lihat juga sih guys ya. Hyper Natan dengan Ruby Goldline ya. Di game pertama tadi sudah mengadaptasi dengan strateginya RRQC memakai Roger Goldline ya guys ya. Oke, terima kasih banyak yang sudah nonton. Jangan lupa bantu like, comment, share, dan subscribe. Sampai jumpa. Dadah.